Oh, yeah. Here you go, Joe. You're not that important. All right, we're back on. We're live.
Hey.
Ask everybody if they can hear okay.
All right, so hey, I need the guys on Facebook. If you heard the happy birthday that I sang for my wife, for Evelyn. So Evelyn, happy birthday! I love you. We got a really good weekend. You know, it's good that the drinking stops. So that's good. So I need everybody on Facebook to tell me if you guys can hear what we're saying right now. So let me check. A lot of hearts, but I don't know. Are you guys listening to me?
I got somebody listening. I just texted them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are we good?
We want to know, can they still hear me breathing?
Can they still? My son, Doug Remier. Who's Doug?
Doug? Yeah. One of our
Doug
I
Reamer.
love
Doug Reamer.
Reamer. Nah, I just
He's one of our guys.
I know. I love him. You know, he always mess on my page. I don't know where he gets all the knowledge, but you know, he thinks that he knows a lot. So that's pretty good. So we're gonna continue with Mark with the interview. We were talking about the new class of, 25 was really good, 27 was really good, 28 surprisingly have really good turnout. But for you, how many seniors are you guys losing this year, and how many seniors will you have next year?
We lose 11 seniors this year, and we have 15 juniors that were on the team this year.
How many of those 11 were committed to play Division One or go to the next level?
9.
Oh, 9 of them?
Yeah.
2 of them were really good students. Yeah. So I guess.
No. We got an Ivy Leaguer one. Brady Ruiz White's
Yeah.
going to Yale.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, they both had opportunities. One will actually be taking a gap year. He really wants to try to play Division I baseball right away, so he's going to take a gap year. He's very young for the 24 class.
24 class, yeah.
Very young for the 24 class, and then we have another player who had opportunities, but his academic and what he wants to do in his life kind of trumped baseball, and that's great also. The things that we do at St. John's are not specifically baseball focused. You're trying to teach as many life lessons as you can through baseball and through the work that we put in to be really good as baseball players. That you hope they understand that that's the type of work they're going to have to be good at anything, whether it's what they're going to do in their personal life, as parents, as husbands, as fathers, what they're going to do in their professional life. So that's the goal is to make sure that when they get out of St. John's and they leave college, they're ready for life versus just ready to play baseball or coach baseball. So.
Yeah, right now you have to compete with a lot of schools on the recruiting class, and what I said, you got really good, one of the best classes right now for the 28th. I think that Spalding and you guys did a really good job recruiting or getting the kids for the programs that you guys wanted. Spalding is by himself. Spalding doesn't have anybody around to compete, but you guys who? You guys compete with who on the recruiting on the recruiting game there?
Pretty much everybody in our conference. We're going to go after some of the same players, and then we're going to cross over with a lot of the MIAA. We're going to cross over with Mount St. Joe. We're going to cross over with Spalding. We're going to cross over with Calvert Hall. We're going to cross over with Gilman. We're going to cross over with McDonough. And then we're going to cross over with all the public schools. So it's a wide recruiting area, but that's the diversity of St. John's.
Yeah.
It's not specific to the baseball program. The school is recruiting from 40 or 50 square miles. We're going to have a class of somewhere between 300 and 315 students that are coming in as freshmen from 125 to 130 different middle schools. So there is no one area that the school is recruiting from, and that's the exact same thing that we do within the baseball program.
Let's talk about the class of 28, because I know that you guys won the championship, and I know you're already working for this year, 24-25. So talk to us about that new recruiting class that you guys have that, for me, top 3 in the state that you guys have, including DC and Virginia. To be honest with you, Talk to us about some of the players that you really like about that class.
You know what? I feel like we got a lot of good players and a lot of good families into the program. You know, we're hoping that where they are 9 months from now is, you know, they're farther ahead 9 months from now than they are right now, and they're significantly farther ahead in 2 years than they are right now. You know, the goal is to get them in as quickly as possible. They'll all start this week coming up with Walt Klein, our sports performance coach, and they'll start learning how to do things just in the weight room and on the field this week coming up. So we're excited to get those guys going a little bit and you know, start developing that relationship with them and with that class with the rest of the classes. So we're excited.
And one thing I was going to add to that is, you know, when you look at the group of kids that came in for our 2024 class, and this is very typical for our recruiting classes, a lot of these guys are just coming from a normal youth league program.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the Canes and the Dirtbags and all these national teams. And what they're doing is they're developing, as Mark said, over a 4-year period. A kid named Hayden Kalish, who, you know, Colin grew up with, known since he was 7. He's going to University of Alabama. He played for the Sandy Spring Falcons. Mm-hmm. He's going to go pitch in the SEC next year. So, you know, to think about where a kid's going to be over a 4-year process, if we could look into a crystal ball and knew how any kid was going to turn out, we wouldn't be coaching baseball. We'd be making a lot of money, you know, with that kind of vision and judgment. So the development piece is something that none of us really know how it's going to turn out, but we do know if you work on a daily basis and you're in a situation, in a structure that pushes you, you get good results.
Yeah, going about the daily basis, that's was my next question to you, Mark. What a freshman, you know, a day will look like at St. John's during fall.
During the
because
fall.
remember that you guys have different seasons and different scenarios for the kids during winter workout, spring and fall. But let's go with fall first.
So they're going to lift. They'll lift 3 times a week. They'll do speed training 3 times a week. The baseball piece will be worked in specifically around what we do in the weight room. We do believe that, you know, a lot of the things that we want to do on the baseball field start in the weight room. So if we can get them bigger, stronger, and faster, the stuff that we want to do on the field is going to come a lot easier. So, you know, Monday through Thursday, they'll be on campus till sometime between 6 and 7, just depending on when they actually start. There's one day where they have a study hall built in. Fridays are off days, and then, you know, they're playing on the weekends.
So what Gavin Weber said, 5-hour practice is true. Yeah, but basically, right?
Well, you know, it takes time to get from the field to the weight room, so that doesn't count. But no, we get out of school. We get out of school at, you know, somewhere between 2:40 and 3 o'clock, and we start 25 minutes after that, and you know, we finish when it's done, but it's going to be 3 hours.
Yeah, I got some of you guys on my 14U team, and I had to start practice at 7 o'clock because, you know, to finish up the you guys work and whatever. So Cameron, you know, he worked for he played for you on the freshman team, and I got 2 on my 14U team that they're going to St. John. So they just asked me that to see what if that was true, that 3 or 4 hour practice. I was like, well, you think that 2 hours and a half with me is held? You know, you just wait until you get to St. John's and do everything that they have to do there. During winter workouts, what you guys do with the guys there?
It's the same. Our schedule is pretty much the same all year. And what we're allowed to do at St. John's is all dictated by the conference.
Okay.
We're allowed 12 hours a week, and that's where we are. So it's going to be 3 hours a day, Monday through Thursday, and there'll be lifting, speed training, and baseball worked in with our Throne program that starts the week of Thanksgiving. So that's what happens all winter. They're going to go. A lot of the offensive stuff that they'll do is going to be on their own. So they'll go to different places and hit.
Yeah, I know that.
Come here.
Yeah.
We have I will say that I didn't realize it until this year how many different entities actually help players from St. John's. You know, in terms of letting him into the cages to hit. and helping them out with the cost of whatever it is that they're doing. So, I've always said it takes a village to do what we do, and it certainly does.
I mean, it's always when they told me that when they come here and they said that they just work for you guys or they go to your program, I take really good care of them because I know they're high quality. The makeup for the players and family is already done. I won't have any problems with them, and then it's gonna be really good for me. Helping. The guys going there for a program as successful that you are.
I'm gonna give you a plug here, Juan, because I was
Yeah.
talking to Danny Sater the other day.
Oh, Danny is my boy. That's that's the he have draft me the last two players, Jackson Maryland and Lamar Keene actually.
Well, you know what he said? He said that your work with Lamar King was instrumental in getting him to a place offensively where they felt like he was going to do damage with a wood bat. So he had a lot of really good things to say about you, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're working with Dallas Brooks and working with Aiden West. That actually Danny is really high on them right now. Like you guys, I receive a lot of St. John's kids here that they're from the area that they cannot go there and work, and it's for us. It's just a pleasure to work with those guys, right? So it's everybody has to be working together.
Yeah.
But when they go like Spalding or they go like DeMatha, they go like you guys, those places are special because I know I'm gonna be training kids that they're gonna be successful in their baseball careers, right? Mm-hmm. I get them before you guys, and I train them when they're juniors and seniors to get ready for the draft.
Yep.
So that's my niche right now. So when they play for you guys or play for Spalding, DeMatha, or high quality. Mm-hmm. Entities, that it's always a pleasure to develop them and to help them to get them to the next level. So, Drew,
Yeah.
let's go with you now.
All right. What you got?
What's for next year?
Well, unfortunately, I have to stop for a few years.
I mean, if you're ready to say, I mean, if not,
I already spoke to Mark
okay,
about
good.
it.
All right. So,
But
I'll
I'll have to stop the next 3 years at least. My daughter's in high school. She's a two-sport athlete. She's a freshman at Southern High School. She's field hockey, lacrosse. So I got to finish watching her play the lacrosse season here the next 3 years. But like Kevin said, I'm not going to be totally disengaged from the program. I mean, I'm going to help out whenever I can. Usually in the summertime, I go up there once a week, work with the catchers. One day a week during the fall through the winter. Same thing. We do defensive days. So I'm still going to work with the guys. I just can't be there when it's showtime. So, but it just comes to a point in your life where, I got to focus on her and enjoy these 3 years with her as she gets through high school.
That's good. I mean, we wish you the best.
Thank
to be
you.
honest, I'm pretty sure that those guys there, Mark and Kevin and the coaching staff, they're going to miss you a lot.
Oh, yeah.
because you
Well, I'll
are-
still be around. I'll still talk to them every day and bother them. And
I mean, they just need you during
Hey.
summer because Mark, based on what the people said to me, Mark does everything himself. So he doesn't have, he just need help during
trust
summer.
me, Mark does not. What makes Mark really good is he lets us do what
Yeah.
we need to do. So, I'm with the catchers, Kevin's with the outfielders, Mark's with the infielders, his dad's with, the base runners. We kind of team up together with the hitters, and Mark gives us autonomy what we do, and that's how we've been successful all this time. So. We're all on the same page, and it's worked out tremendously.
Hey man, if Tommy doesn't get a girl in the next 2 months, man, you're gonna be my next guy here. I'm gonna get Tommy out of here.
Hey, well, I
pretty
want to say
quick.
one thing though, man. You never know about Bubba Gadoosh. Let's have this conversation in April. Let's see how many practices and games he's made. it to
You
by
know
then.
what? You know what? I mean, I retired for baseball like probably 5 or 6 times, and I'm still around. So I know that feeling, and knowing Drew that how much he loved baseball and how much he loved St. John's, I know he's gonna be around.
Yeah, I'll be around. I mean, it's just it's just time, and been there 17 years. It goes by pretty fast, and and you're blessed to coach with such great kids and forming the relationships when they get done with St. John's and college and see how they're progressing through life. I mean, that's the number one thing for me. Is seeing them grow throughout the years and how successful they become when they leave.
Mark, let's talk about the summer program a little bit. What you guys do during the summer, and do they need to play for you during summer?
So we have, since 2013, told the families throughout the process when they're looking at St. John's that part of what they're going to do when they come to St. John's is play for our summer and fall program. That has been explained, to every family that decides to make the decision to come to St. John's before they do, so that they know.
What to expect, what to do.
Part of it, I respect everybody's decision as to whether or not this is what they want to do. I think our track record of getting guys into college baseball at the highest levels and then into professional baseball speaks for itself. But there's many ways to skin a cat, and I don't by any means think that our way is the best way or the only way, but it's the way that we do it. So our incoming freshmen will start playing with us in the fall when they get to St. John's, and then they'll stay with us all the way through heading into their senior year. We've had a lot of different iterations of what we do since we started. We have backed off the seniors now, the rising seniors, where a lot of their summer is open. We're only doing 3 tournaments with those guys this year, and so they're going to have an opportunity to go out and play with some other teams for a large portion of the summer before we get back for the fall. And same thing in the fall, we backed off the schedule a little bit to give guys a little bit more opportunity to go out go do some other things. We have not sent. We haven't even sent freshman, sophomore, underclass teams down to play in the perfect game events the last few years, because with the way that the recruiting has changed and the rules have changed, I'm not, spending $4,000.
You can say it's a waste of time and money, to be honest with you, unless you want to see more experience and get some experience, or you're going to face really good competition on a X or Y tournament, whatever. I think that play local, stay local. You guys can go and see them. You guys can go and see the track and the development of those kids. I think that's the way to go. I'm doing it with my 14U team. That I always wanted to go to Georgia. I always wanted to go to Texas. For the networking and relationship that I got with this guy. But this year I'm doing a lot of local tournaments. So Drew, Tommy, Palombo, Miller, all you guys can go and watch the guys and see the development and see how the guys are doing. And I think it's beneficial for everybody, staying more local than going and spend. Now that the game has changed so much, right?
Well, I think, too, when you think about, as an 8th grader, what you want to do, right? You want to get a great education. 85% of our kids are on the honor roll. You want to develop and play college baseball. We send an average of 7 to 10 kids every year to college baseball. I don't think there's anybody in the DMV that sent more kids over the last 17 years into college baseball than us. I know there's nobody that's sent more to Division I schools, and I know there's nobody that's sent more to Power 5 schools. So, when you think about how we're going to do this, the system that Mark set up has led to a lot of success.
No, I know. I mean, that's why we said here, when we put the rankings, we said St. John's is by itself, and then we're going to start with the rankings, right? Because that's
Seen your rankings.
Huh?
Never seen your rankings.
My rankings are St. John's first, and whoever comes next, come next. I mean, I don't care. I think that the team that really surprised me this year after you guys was that Gonzaga put a really good program. Paul the Sixth put a good program, and then the Mata. I think that Steve Miller really did with the budget that they have there.
Did a great job.
They did a fantastic job. So I think that after those 4 teams, anybody else come here, but none of the kids on any other schools, not even Spalding, with the pitching that they have, every time that they face somebody from or somebody from the DMV, they were not successful this year. So I think those 14 for me are the best four, in the class, and then Spalding, Carver Hall, John Carroll, all those guys will come from that. So if you want to know, what the rankings are, there you go.
Just teasing you.
But it was like that. It was, like when I said with Tommy, and Tommy always look at me like, I said, well, St. John's is first. That's a class. That's the best program, without any doubt or nobody. I don't care what anybody thinks. This is my podcast, and I'm always right. So, but that's it. And you guys are doing a really good job. So, thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Mark, for being with us. Drew,
Thank you.
Good luck just being a daddy ball.
Yep, daddy ball.
And going and seeing
I don't
that.
say a word. I just go and watch.
No, I see it right now. I got a lot of
I don't
daddy.
even sit in the stands.
I got a lot of daddy balls actually that
Yeah,
put me,
I
100.
just-
I check $150 right there.
Yeah, I just sit in the stand. I don't even sit in the
And
stands.
then when they sign it, they say my kid is a shortstop. I said, well, and then I respond to them, hey, what position you want them? It could be shortstop, first base, whatever you want. But thank you for being here. Thank you to Matt Jagger, our
Thank you,
producer,
Matt.
that is not having a good day today. That we love you, but whatever, it is what it is. He's eating cookies. So thank you, everybody, for being with us, and God bless you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Juan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get a girlfriend for Tommy.
Let's leave it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a championship.
Yeah.
Who's the third base coach?
Come back, play here.
Ah, it's your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Oh, wow. Let's go. Bobby, that's how you win a championship. Hitting and developing.
There's Felton. Gambrel's legend. Gambrel's legend.
That's I mean, all the Gambris boys, they did really good in that game. So Jim and Nally did a really good job on developing these kids and bringing to you guys. So it's pretty good. So that's awesome. One last question, Mark. I know that this is really emotional for everybody. I mean, for me, seeing these kids that they grew up here in Gambrels and seeing them helping you guys winning championships. What is, out of the all teams that you have, what is the best one? What do you think? What is the special crew? I mean, for Spalding, man. I know because when we were undefeated in I think in the 20 and 22, I think that class for the 22 for when I was a coach at Spalding, I think that class has no match overall. You got way more championship than Spalding right now, but if you had to choose one team that you said, Juan, this team is the best team that I have ever coached, which is it? And you're allowed just to say one. You don't have to say why, because then it will open a debate. But you have to say class of this year that we won, that was the best team. Because this one is going to open a debate in Facebook that you got no idea.
I know. I don't want to do that.
No comment.
So
But you have to choose one, man.
It's tough.
Come on, hey. Which one is the special one?
I will tell you that my the one that we won in 2011, and I'm not saying for me, the first one was extremely
That's special. Yeah.
This year was extremely special as well.
Yeah.
When I took over in 2007 from my dad, we had won it in 5. We lost in the semifinals in 6, and in 7 we lost in the finals to Ball to 6. Lost in the semifinals in 8, 9, 10, and the group that we had coming back in 2011 was a really special group of kids. So
2011, yeah. Can you run that, lads, when they won the championship? Can you run that video, please, again? Because I have seen a couple of your championships, a couple of your games. I have never seen a reaction that what I saw when you guys won the championship, it was really, this year was really emotional for everybody. Why? What was that? Can you get us through that? Why it was so emotional for everybody? Because it was for coaches. Sometimes you guys win, I see you hugging or whatever, but it was just like, all right, we won again. But this year was really special for you guys, and it was emotional, through the series.
Yeah. Well, coming off, the year that we had in 23, I think that there was a lot of different things happening leading into the season. There were, we played an extremely tough schedule.
Yeah.
So I think there was a lot of emotion for the senior class this year because there was the expectation that they had to live up to leading off of 2023. Now, I, probably like Joe does, I believe that every time we take the field, there is expectation. But I think when you finally get to that point and you win that game, for those guys, it was a really, really special moment. And as you can see right there, he was relieved.
Yeah.
So
Singer, yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw a lot of, like I call it right now emotion, right, and all that. Like this at bat here was huge for everybody, right? You can see your dad, going in and just following and just jumping around and making sure that everything, and you get the fist bump or whatever. Sometimes when I see games for you guys, it's just like, all right, that's another run, that's another game, whatever. But what I was seeing from the game changer, I'm seeing from that, especially that moment right there, what you can see is release and a lot of emotion that you don't see a lot from the guys there. It's just like, wow, we actually did it this year. So that was something different that I saw this year. And I don't know if you guys felt it, but that's for me as a fan and for me as a trainer, when I see those guys, I saw that it was something special that what you guys did this year.
Well, I think too. I mean, look, it was a hard year. We were up and down. We didn't play to our full ability level really till the last couple weeks of the season. I remember talking to Jason Burton from PBR. He came up. We hosted Cox, who was a 5A Virginia State champs last year, and they came up to play us on a Saturday. And we'd kind of been up and down. We lost to Calvert Hall, and I told Jason, I said, look, we're young. We're really good on paper. We had a lot of commits. But we had a lot of guys who are not experienced. And so I thought it was going to be up and down for most of the year. And I really thought we'd get it going by the end, which we did. But I think a lot of that emotion that you see is just, when you're a yo-yo all year and you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down. When you finally put it together, I think that's a lot of what you saw from our guys.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to see that emotion. I mean, culturally for me, being a Latino in baseball, we play like that. We play with emotion. We play with our minds, but at the same time, we let our emotions go, and we show it all the time. People don't like it, but what I saw from you guys is just like, I want this. I'm working for this, and we did it. Mm-hmm. So we earned it. It's like we earned it. It was something that it was expected, but for you guys was like, dang, we did it. We earned it. Yeah. We are the best. So I love that. That was good. And that's what I'm expecting to see tomorrow. Sorry, Calvert Hall, but that's what I'm expecting to see tomorrow from Spalding, that they bounce back. They always bounce back really well.
Yep.
Always at the end. So I wish you, Calvert Hall, and I wish Spalding the best. But, I'm rooting for my guys at Spalding that, my heart is always with Joe and with the guys there. I think that Joe needs better help coaching, but, We'll talk about that next year. All right. So yeah. If he pulls Jake on that fifth inning on Monday that I was with Drew there, Joe has to find me to put Jake back in the mound on the fifth inning, knowing that he was going to pitch today. The defense let down that, but I think that Jake wouldn't be more dominant on a game today. But that's something for another podcast. I don't want to start this now. I know that Matt will actually cut me off the air right now. So yeah. So again, Kevin, Mark, Drew, always, thank you guys for being here. And Matt, thank you for all the help on the production tonight. All right.
Thanks,
see you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, don't miss this Sunday 7:30 Callin'Em.